Listen, good morning. I wanted to share this word with you. Communication is everything. If you're having a problem with someone, and it's the same person over and over again, I think it's very important to have a conversation with them. As bad as you may not want to, as much as you want to say, well, I don't care what they think, child, that's them. If they want to cause confusion and behave a certain way, I don't really care. But the truth is, it is your responsibility to make sure that your own name is clear. If you're in a business setting or if you're at work and there's this one person that keeps causing a problem with you, and every time you turn around, they got your name in their mouth, there's a problem. So your job is to communicate with that individual and say, listen, is everything okay with the two of us? Because I want to make sure that there's an open conversation. Now, some people are full of pride. They're going to be like, nah, ain't nothing wrong, girl. Where you get that from? Or boy, where you get that from? And then they'll act like, everything is okay, but you know within yourself that it is not. So you have to put forth that extra effort to say, listen, I just want you to know that if there's ever something that I do or say to you, you can always come to me because I'm the best person to resolve the problem, especially if it has something to do with me. Communication is everything. If not, that person going to keep spreading rumors. They're going to keep telling lies. They're going to keep doing things underhandedly. I find that people throw rocks and they go hide, as if they're not the one that's stirring up the gossip or the confusion. One of the things that, oh my goodness, that I despise is someone who lies, someone who causes confusion and mix up things. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I always ask God to show me how to speak to that person, because a lot of times pride is like right there at the door to say, listen, now don't keep my name out your mouth, because if you do this, that pride is right there to make you go off and ready to just pop off. But the thing is, you walk away, you popping off, and you say, I got my point across, but then there's still this tension. I like to be able to communicate with people where the tension is like, okay, like I could walk away saying, well, at least I've told that person exactly the way that I feel. Because again, people throw rocks and they run. Man, they'll have your name in some confusion and some junk. And before you know it, you upset. You can't sleep at night. You trying to figure out what's wrong and all of this other stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. So my job is to approach you. Listen, without saying, you could be honest and say, well, so and so told me. If you really want to do the trick and really want to stop the confusion and really get down to the point, take all of those people who are involved in that lie, in that gossip, you understand, get all of them people around on the same level. And I like to talk to people face to face. I don't like to do this phone stuff. I like to look you in your eye to say, listen, this is the situation. Let's talk about this, because I ain't got time for this. I got too much stuff going on to be concerned about your gossip towards me or what you feel I've done and all this other mess. So the word for today is communication is everything. It is your responsibility to make sure that you are clear with everybody that you come in contact with. If there's gossip and there's confusion concerning you, maybe you're doing something that, that's causing that. And then again, maybe you're not, because some people just, they funny like that. People funny. They strange. They strange. That's what I want to say. So anyway, I just hope that this encourages someone, because it's very important that you communicate whatever is going on around you, especially with the people that you have the problem with, okay? So that's the word for today. Communication is everything. Make sure that you try your best to make sure that you clear up any confusion that involves your name, okay? Now, once you do that, that's it. Now, people, if they want to keep it going, that's on them. You leave them in the hands of God, because God will take care of all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you stay humble, I guarantee you, God will either move that person out of the way, and he will put somebody else in there that you can communicate with. I trust God. I trust God. I'm going to do my part first. And once I do my part and I've accomplished what I feel that I have all to do in this natural body, everything else is left up to the spirit. And trust me, God knows how to take care of people way better than we can, okay? You guys have a blessed day, and I wanted to share that with you.